Greetings, fellow internet detectives, and welcome back to the chilling realm of the unknown. I'm Infomaniac, and you've tuned in to the second installment of our spine-tingling series, Unveiling Dark Mysteries of Reddit. If you survived the mysteries we delved into last time, brace yourselves, because today we're cranking up the fear factor with not one, but two bone-chilling horror stories straight from the darkest corners of the internet. So dim the lights, grab your favorite protective charm, and get ready for a journey into the macabre. This is the second part of our series, and I guarantee you won't want to miss the eerie tales we have in store for you. Without further ado, let the unraveling of these sinister narratives begin. Haunting remnants, lost in the unknown. Amidst the chaos of a raging storm, the dilapidated asylum stood like a fortress against the relentless onslaught of rain and wind. Its windows were shattered, its walls cracked and crumbling, a monument to madness and despair. Within its decaying halls, a lone figure stumbled through the darkness, his heart pounding in his chest as he fled from the horrors that lurked within. This was Ethan, a man haunted by the memories of his past, his mind tormented by visions of things that should not be. His breath came in ragged gasps as he raced down the twisted corridors, his footsteps echoing off the walls like the beat of a funeral drum. Behind him, the sounds of pursuit grew closer, the whispers of unseen horrors echoing through the darkness. Ethan's pulse quickened with fear as he realized he was not alone, that something malevolent lurked in the shadows, waiting to claim him as its own. With nowhere left to run, Ethan burst through a set of double doors and stumbled into a vast chamber, its walls lined with rows of empty beds. Lightning flashed overhead, casting eerie shadows that danced across the room like specters of the damned. And there, at the far end of the chamber, stood a figure cloaked in darkness, its eyes gleaming with malice as it fixed its gaze upon Ethan. "You cannot escape!" it hissed, its voice like the wail of the wind through the trees. "You belong to us now." Ethan's blood ran cold as he realized the truth. He had stumbled upon something ancient and evil, something that should never have been awakened. But before he could react, the figure lunged forward, its outstretched hands reaching for him with fingers like claws. With a scream of terror, Ethan turned and fled, his footsteps echoing through the chamber as he raced towards the exit. Behind him, the sounds of pursuit grew louder, the whispers of the shadows closing in. And as he burst through the doors and into the stormy night, Ethan knew that he would never be free of the darkness that had consumed him, that he would forever be haunted by the shadows of the forgotten. Hold on to your hats, folks, because that first story left us hanging by a thread. But fear not, because our journey into the enigmatic world of Reddit continues, and we're about to unravel yet another spine-tingling mystery. As we transition from the shadows of our first tale, get ready for a whole new realm of the unknown. The internet is a vast sea of secrets, and our next story is a deep dive into the eerie and unexplained. So tighten your grip on reality, because Unveiling Dark Mysteries of Reddit is far from over. Without further ado, let's plunge into the abyss of our second bone-chilling narrative. Ready or not, here comes the next wave of terror. My cousin recently moved here from Secunderabad, India. On a recent road trip exploring America, we were shooting shit, exchanging ghost stories, and laughing at differences between American and Indian ghost stories when I asked her if she's ever experienced anything supernatural. Her eyes widened, then she looked at the window. When the silence was about to be too much for me, she softly responded, "Yes, a few. One is troubling. When I was in my second year in college, I stayed in an all-girl hostel dorm. I made many friends. We were all delighted to be away from our conservative parents in school. The hostel was so much fun, but it was an ancient building. Electricity was only put in the rooms. Sometimes candles were placed along the windows if a watchman was present, but generally you were faced with complete darkness once you left the chambers. It's common to wake someone if you need to walk down to the restroom at the end of the hall. We all had a childish fear of being alone in the dark. One night, I had to use the restroom. It was about 4 a.m. I went to my friend's bed and tapped her on the arm. She immediately opened her eyes as soon as I touched her. I apologized for bothering her and told her I needed to pee. She smiled at me and hopped out of bed. Down the hallway, she laughed and danced. I could not see her, but her bangles clanked together loudly, and the bells on her anklets jingled softly. It was very calming. I laughed and sashayed my hips down the hallway with her, too tired to match elaborate arm movements. She said nothing to me, though occasionally I heard her hum one of our favorite Bollywood songs. The same thing happened on our return. Vertical Bar fell back to sleep quickly. I woke up pretty late the following day to the sound of men in our room. They surrounded her bed. I bolted from my bed, prepared to protect my friend, when I realized they were college administrators. I peered over closer. My friend's lifeless eyes were fixated on my bed, the same smile on her face. Her time of death was 11:30 p.m., almost 5 hours before I woke her. And there you have it. 2 stories that will surely linger in your thoughts as you navigate the dark corners of the internet. But before you go locking your doors and checking under your bed, we want to hear from you. Share your own spine-chilling experiences or the creepiest stories you've stumbled upon in the vast realm of Reddit. Drop them in the comments below. We can't wait to read the terrifying tales that our incredible community has to offer. And of course, don't forget to subscribe, so you're all set for the next installment of Unveiling Dark Mysteries of Reddit. We've got more nightmares to uncover, more secrets to reveal, and more thrills to send down your spine. Until then, stay curious, stay brave, and most importantly, stay spooky. This is Infomaniac. See you in the next video.